The multilateral institutions were given the responsibility to sanitize our economies. There was a program called Structural Adjustment Program that came into being. Structural adjustment meant you have to change the structures. Let the state not spend so much into the social sectors and into the infrastructure. Let the state not be involved in business. If you have parastatals and the state is involved in production, sell those assets of the state. Don't spend so much on the social sectors. And there was a saying, education cannot be free for everyone. That health cannot be free for everyone. And for a moment we were blinded and we thought that was a good message. It wasn't. It wasn't. This was inviting capitalism of the West type amongst us. But by agreeing to take that route, we also bought ourselves the space to have our debt forgiven. It took a long period, 5 years of negotiations, 5 years of global actions. I would actually say the period 1991 to about 2001 were one where we're trying to find ways of what is today called debt forgiveness. And this wasn't just a government issue. We had changed the government. There was the MMD now in power. The government was not even the leading force because it did not have the legitimacy over debt forgiveness. If you're a government, you go to foreign governments and multilateral institutions, you are asking for debt, you've got the wrong cards. But if you have organizations that represent the poor people going there, if you have the churches going there and asking for debt forgiveness, it brings different dynamics. And that's what happened. The entire movement for debt forgiveness was not led by governments, or they were not allowed in that process. And because of that, we succeeded. We succeeded. There were months around that period where our debt had come down below $1 billion. And that was a huge relief for this economy. We were saying, whatever savings have been made from debt forgiveness, we'll put them into the social sectors. It's like replenishing, reinvigorating the education, the health infrastructure that had drastically deteriorated. So as we enter 2001, Zambia had to ask itself the questions. Yes, we are making savings. We should effectively put those savings to better use, to grow the economy. We should start thinking of improving the infrastructure. And the population had changed. It was no longer a 6 million population. We're going to 10 million. So the growing needs of the population were also adding pressure. There was need for more investments. And those investments were to a large extent going to be funded using domestic resources. And to a smaller extent, using external funding. But even external funding, we had to devise different ways of doing it. There was more aid coming into Zambia around that time. We had foreign direct investment coming in. Of course, we signed some of the most ridiculous development agreements with the mines. We're basically giving away the mines for nothing. We're giving incentives to foreign investment that meant actually that government was not going to get anything in terms of revenue. The grace periods were unheard of. The tax concessions were just laughable. So you had FDI coming into the country, but the public finances were not improving. parallel to or together with the levels of FDI that were coming into this country. And also, those development agreements and the incentives that were provided were such that if you give a depreciation of a machine that's going to last you 20 years and you give it to be depreciated within a period of 2 years, what are you doing? You are basically saying these organizations are not going to make a profit. And if they don't make a profit, you can't tax them. And then after 2-3 years, they have made actually the money that should have made in 20 years. And they come back, they register in a different name, and they still enjoy those incentives. So we were getting money coming into the economy, but it was flying out as quickly as it came in.